Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dazzie's Comic Book Hauls, episode 86. And I'm excited for this one, guys. It's long overdue. I've amassed 33 books and I've got a Grail to show you. Yeah, one of the books from my top 10 want list has been acquired. I've picked up 33 cool books from various sources, LCSs, eBay. I've also got a very cool AOK Silver Age from my good friend Lee Kendrick, who is down at the antique store in Gloucester. Let's get into the books. As always, we start small and work our way up, guys. Starting with a couple of 50p pickups from my LCS. See if I can make a couple of quid out of them. First up, we've got Drawing Blood. And this comes from Kez Comics, and the reason I picked this up, this is a Kevin Eastman title. Minty condition. Nice, smooth, shiny cover. Pick this one up because I'm going to be seeing Neil Gaiman at the Portsmouth Comic Con later in the year. So I'm not sure whether to hold on to this, but I might get it signed. This is American Gods, issue number 1 from Dark Horse Comics. I think that is now a TV show as well. Based off an award-winning novel. This character's got a huge fan base. It's from IDW. It is Usagi Yojimbo, issue number 1. Obviously a recent volume. First appearance of him goes for crazy money. Then I found another copy of this one that's just been optioned. I made a hot comic book alert about this. This comes from Image Comics. It is The New World, issue number 1. Can't go wrong for 50p. In fact, I've just sold it and I'm about to ship it out. Now my boy Uncanny Ethan, yeah, he was a big X-Men collector back in the day. Well, he's back into his comics and he's collecting Star Wars. So we went on a hunt together down into Cheltenham. Found him some pretty cool ones. Picked up Star Wars TIE Fighter. And this is issue number 1. He has read most of these. I think he's only got 1 or 2 left. Then we picked up Age of Rebellion, Jabba. Cool cover there with Salacious Crumb. Happy to get this one for him. Age of Republic, Count Dooku. We're really enjoying our Star Wars at the moment. We're rewatching Clone Wars. And a lot of it is for the first time with Ethan. And he's loving that. Bless him, he actually spent some of his own money on this book. It's crazy. The price of new books, unbelievable. I think this was £4.95. And that is the new Star Wars number 1. And then the final Star Wars book we picked up, I bought this for him, which is Darth Vader, issue number 1. Now this was a cool read. Very cool read. Somehow Padme turns up at the end. So I might have to pick up issue 2 to find out how and why. Don't think it's a dream sequence. So went down to the charity shop hunting because I thought I knew where some new hot book alerts were, and I found them. I'll show them in a bit. But while I was there, they had a huge run of Doom Patrol, and Doom Patrol is my favourite team. So I'm going to pick one up every time I go down there. Try and complete the run. This is Doom Patrol issue 4, and this comes from 2002. So slowly putting this run together. I've got a ton of the Grant Morrison run as well. I think that's the 1987 run. 50p again, this time from Proud Lion. Another cover, a different cover to what I had. This is Far Sector issue number 1. This is the first appearance of the Green Lantern Sojourner Moulin. And this is the Sean Martinborough variant cover. So I'm off to the Birmingham Comic Con, guys, on March the 21st. If any of my UK followers are there, look me up. I should have a new Daz the Key Chaser t-shirt that I'll be parading, so I won't be hard to I'll be hard to miss, to be fair. And they've announced some comic guests there, and I always like to look up a book online to get signed. So first up, we got a really striking cover. This comes from Image Comics. This is Shadowhawk #1, and I picked this up because Tone Rodriguez is there, the cover artist, and he's gonna hopefully sign that for me. Also did the pencils. Then I picked this one up. This is a bit of a key. This is the New 52 Future's End issue 47. And this is where Tim Drake becomes Batman. Paid £3.80 for this. And this is signed, hopefully going to get signed by Andy MacDonald, who is the penciler and inker. He's down there. What did I pay for that last one? £3.65, sorry, on the Shadowhawk. I like to say the price is. Then the final book I'm going to get signed down there for now that I've picked up is Secret Avengers issue 33. Now this is a key. This is the first full appearance of the Black Ant, a life model decoy of the shield robot, a shield robot of the deceased Eric O'Grady. And it's also the first appearance of the Avengers of the Undead team. But the reason I picked this up is going to be signed by Andy Kuhn, who is the penciler and inker. $2.45 for that one. Did a hot comic book alert about this. I had the I had the Omega cover. Now I've picked up the Alpha cover for cheap. Outsiders issue #1. If you guys don't know about this, this is the first appearance of Technocrat, who is Jeffrey Barron, and he is going to be appearing on the Black Lightning TV show. This is the Technocrat. I don't pick up new books really, but I'm surprised to still see this one in my LCS. Not sure whether I'm going to keep it. I'll probably sell it at some point because I've looked at the TV series and it ain't for me, guys. From Oni Press, we got Agrasuko. So I mean, paid £4 for that. Oh, it hurts to pay that money for a new book, but it's a £10 to £15 book, low print run. And in my other LCS, Planet All Stars in town, my mate Aaron said, "What are you going to offer me for this one?" This is a £10 to £15 book. I offered £5, he took it. This is Lois Lane, issue 8. This is the first full appearance of the Kiss of Death. This is a book that's in my top 20, as is Agrasuko. And this is the variant cover by Kamon Shirahama. Moving on, and we have a better pile of books, guys. And first up, there is, obviously I've just said, Doom Patrol is my favourite team. There is a new character coming, and that character first appears in Tales of the New Teen Titans, and this is issue 1 of 4. This is the Cyborg issue. This is the first appearance and apparent death of Ron Evers. Ronald Ron Evers. Now, Ron Evers is another cyborg, like Cyborg. But Ronnie Evers is male in this book, but he's going to have a gender swap and be female in the Doom Patrol TV series, season 2. It's also got the first appearance of Eleanor Stone, and the origin of Cyborg, of course, is Victor Stone in that book. I paid £4.50 for that. Did another hot comic book alert about the Venom 2 movie, guys, and I'm not sure how many of you know about this if you didn't see my alert. But the main, one of the main locations that they're going to use in that film is a location called Ravencroft, and it is the Ravencroft Institute, and that appears in a Spectacular Spider-Man issue 178. I believe it is where Shriek is hiding out, in the Institute. So yeah, pretty cool location to find in a book. And that actually appeared in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie, first off. It's also got the first appearance of Dr. Kafka, Ashley Kafka, the founder and director of the Ravencroft Institute, who I expect to see in the movie. £3.57 for that one. Jumped on this as soon as I heard an announcement that the Asian market are getting prepared for a new Marvel show or film, and that is going to be based on the Agents of Atlas. And this is Agents of Atlas issue 1, the first appearance of the Agents of Atlas team from 2006. Now they were mentioned, I think, in one of the What If, I think it's What If 9 from the original volume. But this is their first appearance. And the Agents of Atlas are heroes who operated in the 1950s. We had Jimmy Woo, James Woo, Agent Jaco, Venus, Marvel Boy, Human Robot, and Gorilla Man. Paid £4.67 for that book. Expect that one to get a lot hotter. So, talking of Marvel shows, there was talk that there has been some casting of the Miss Marvel TV show, and 2 new characters have been added to the Disney Plus production. And as soon as I saw it, I jumped, but I picked up the wrong book to start with. So I went with Magnificent Miss Marvel, issue number 12. Wrong book, but I picked it up anyway. I think I paid about $3.50 for it. New title. But the books I was after was this one. Miss Marvel issue number 12. Paid $3.99 for this. Why did I grab this? This is the first appearance of Red Dagger, who is Kareem, a Pakistani vigilante. Now, I think he is going to be the love interest of Kamala Khan in the Miss Marvel TV show. It's a Marvel Now tie-in, and that is a regular cover from Cameron Stewart. I picked this one up online, and then, of course, I went to the Oxfam shop and found a second copy for £1.50. Sweet. Again, a book that was in my top 20 chart. And talking of Miss Marvel, then I picked up another book online for £3.56. First appearance of Kamran, an Inhuman. And this character is also coming to the Miss Marvel show. This is, which is nice, this is a regular Marguerite Sauvage cover. And what's great about that, I'm going to meet her at the Portsmouth Comic Con in May. Very excited for that one. Adam Hughes is there, Rick Leonardi among others. And Oxfam shop found another copy, Miss Marvel issue 13 for £1.50. So doubled up on me Miss Marvels. Then I actually picked up a coverless book on eBay. This is, if I find a big key for cheap as chips, as I call it, I will pick it up. I've got a coverless First Metal Man, I've got a coverless First Metamorpho, and added to that list now I paid £12.60 for it, but it's a character I really like on the Supergirl TV show. For that price, I picked up Action Comics issue 276. This has so many first appearances in this book, guys. It's a great book, and this is an expensive book. You're talking £100 plus for this book. This is the first appearance of Brainiac 5 from the Supergirl and Smallville TV shows Querelle Docs. We've also got the first appearance of Sunboy, who was Dick Morgna. Phantom Girl, who is Tinya Wazo and Linya Wazo. First appearance of Triplicate Girl, Lorna Durgo. Bouncing Boy, Charles Foster Tane. Shrinking Violet, Salu Digby. And this is where Supergirl joins the Legion of Superheroes team. So yeah, it's coverless, but I can tick those characters off of my encyclopedia for cheap. And moving on, another hot comic book alert. Disney Plus is firing out the speculation at the moment. This book is widely speculated on from the Loki TV show, and Loki was wearing a t-shirt with TVA wrote on it. The book in question, The Mighty Thor, issue 372. Love this pink cover. I paid £6.24 for this, which is a good price. This is £10 plus now. This is the first appearance of the Time Variance Authority, the watchdogs of the time stream. And like I say, that is going to be appearing on the Loki TV show. Sticking with Disney Plus, I'm all about the alerts. Jumping on it quick, I made a hot comic book alert about this. We are, of course, getting the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show. And by all accounts, we might be getting another Captain America. The book in question, Truth, Red, White and Black from Marvel Comics, of course. Why did I pick this up? This is the first appearance of Isaiah Bradley, the Black Captain America, injected with the super soldier serum prior to Steve Rogers becoming Captain America. So effectively, the first Captain America. It's also the first appearance of Faith Bradley. Now, I think it is going to be bringing in, is it Eli Bradley from the Young Avengers? That's what they're hoping to line up, I think, down the road. But for the first appearance of Isaiah Bradley, I paid £5.45. And again, this is a £10 plus book now. Like I said earlier, I'm really enjoying Star Wars content at the moment. Me and Ethan are binge watching a lot of stuff. My boy's always on YouTube reading up about it. He's mad for it at the moment. Absolutely mad for it. So I've started to look for keys of Star Wars. Now, they're not always the most expensive, but they're tricky to find. This one's a bit pricey normally. It's normally around about £20 book. I won on bidding and I paid £13.50, which I think is a good price because this is a character that is supposedly getting their own TV show. The book in question, Darth Vader, issue number 3. First printing of the first appearance of Dr. Aphra. Dr. Aphra, who was, by all accounts, being lined up for a Disney Plus Star Wars show. And Dr. Aphra is Chelly Aphra. It's also the first appearance of Triple and the first appearance of BT-1, who was an assassin droid. That is the regular Adi Granoff cover. So, I was down at Planet All Stars and I came away with that first appearance of Kiss of Death. And I was walking down to meet my boy and suddenly I heard a phone call. So, a message on the phone saying, "Oh, Daz, I forgot about this issue." And I got a message on it. And it's never a book that's really interested me. But it's a book that garners good coin. It's a Bronze Age book. Now, the copy that I've picked up is not the greatest of nick. There's a bit of it almost looks like I don't know, maybe a tape pull on top corner. It's low grade, it's probably about a 3 or a 4, but I only paid £10 for it. What did I pay £10 for? An iconic classic cover, and that cover is Iron Man issue 128, guys. Yeah, like I say, the front cover is not too bad, it presents nicely. We've got an issue here, look. That's it, that's the damage. So for 10 quid, I thought, why not add it? This is an iconic story as Tony Stark confronts his problem with alcoholism. The Demon in the Bottle, Part 9. Like I said, a classic cover from Bob Layton. So a really cool, iconic cover. And actually, this book was ranked number 41 in Wizard Magazine's list of 100 best single issue comics since you were born. So there you go. How could I say no? Of course, a variation of that storyline happened in Iron Man 3, I believe. The movie. Not the greatest, but it was okay. We've had more alert news, and I made a hot comic book alert about a new HBO Max DC show that is coming, and that is Rose and Thorn. Now, to get the first appearance of Rose and Thorn is way back in the Golden Age. I think it was an All-Star Flash book. But since then, they've had a Bronze Age version. And for £18.98, I picked up a nice copy of Superman, Lois Lane, Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, issue 105. A book that's been on my radar for a long time. And this is a nice, probably a fine plus copy. This is the first appearance of Thorn, the violent alter ego of Rosalind Lynn Rose Foster in the Bronze Age. Okay, guys, so I expect this book to really heat up. Now, I know a lot of people are picking up the new in the National Comics Rose and Thorn #1, because that is a good book too, because that is part of the storyline that they're going to be using. But I think this is a book that people are going to turn to because they're not going to be able to afford the Golden Age book. Get on board with that. Good price I got for that. So, 3 books left, and I was down. I've got some Star Wars stuff eventually, some toys, when my boy runs out of love for it, that I'm going to send down to my good friend Lee Kendrick, because he's been good to me. I've picked up a lot of big key issues off him, and he's given me an A-OK in the past, including Uncanny X-Men 266 and Fantastic Four issue 26, things like that. Really, really top guy. And he's gifted me 2 more books. He knows I'm a big fan of Doom Patrol. Now, it's not all great with this book because there was a panel cut out of the back page, so the back page is only half a page. But fair play to him. I picked up the second appearance of the Doom Patrol in My Greatest Adventure issue 82. 81. My Greatest Adventure issue 80 is my all-time Grail book, and I'll hopefully get it sometime this year. I'm looking. But in the meantime, he gifted me My Greatest Adventure issue 83. And this is the 4th appearance of the Doom Patrol. It presents pretty well. So besides missing out the back cover, thanks for that, pal. You know, you can't go wrong with gifted Silver Age books. But I was even more excited to get this next one. Again, it's on. I think it's just about on its staples, as Dazzie said. I picked up Justice League of America issue 3. I paid 30 quid for it. It's only about a 2.03 grade from Lee earlier, in the middle of last year. And he's now gifted me, believe it or not, a nice 10-center Justice League of America issue number 6. Well, there comes the post, probably another book. And what a fantastic A-OK. It presents pretty well. I've given it a good cleanup. The main issue on the front cover is this here, guys. But besides that, you know, you look at this book online, it's 40 quid, 50 quid in this kind of grade, so fantastic. This is, of course, the first appearance of Professor Amos Fortune, and he appeared in the Smallville TV show. So massive thanks for that one, Lee. That one will be going nowhere. And leaves me my final book, and it is one of my top 10 books that I wanted this year. Now, it's got a little bit of spine roll, but I've had a book sent off, believe it or not, through a friend, a good friend called Paul. I sent off Tales of Suspense issue 52 to be slabbed, and I'm so excited. First, we've sent it to a presser by the name of James Gower. He does clean and press. He showed me some photos of the work that's finished. I'm over the moon. And Tales of Suspense 52 is currently being slabbed. What do I expect from it? I'd be happy with a 3.0. Anything else would be over the moon with. It's just one of them books that I think needed to be preserved for my kids when I'm gone. But, so, this one has got a bit of spine roll, but I think it can be fixed. What did I pay with shipping? £51.94. It came up, buy it now, £49.99. Excuse me. And I had to look, but it looked good. It's on its staples. There's no real defects other than a bit of spine roll. What did I get for that? I picked up Blue Beetle issue number 1. Yay! The first appearance of Vic Sage. Oh, down it goes. Apologies. The first appearance of Vic Sage, guys. AKA The Question. Yeah. 1967, Charlton Comics. Awesome stuff. You know, with a press, this could be a 4.0, even a 5.0, I think. So, let's have a closer look. Like I say, look. It's sweet. There's not a lot of damage at all. The spine is actually very, very good. And delighted to get that one, guys. So that's it. That's a wrap. That's Dazzie's final book, and what a great book it is, in my opinion. I really want to get the other Charlton book, first appearance of the Blue Beetle, Ted Cord. So that's high on my want list as well. So excuse me for crashing down on you with the back, but that's a wrap. I currently sit at a world record 789 subscribers. Thank you so much for everyone, Captain America and Captain Marvel, for my sponsorship. And that's Daz, over and out. Subscribe, please. Bye.